Cast on suggestion. For the kidnapper, I am suggesting for you to use the knitted cast on, and the reason is when you're casting on so many stitches, trying to figure out how long your tail, if you're going to use long tail method, can be a little annoying. So, and then the other suggestion I have is when I am doing the knit or knitted cast on, I find what works best for me is to bump up my needle size by a half size just for the cast on row. And then I switch to the normal size of needle. So in this case, instead of using a 4mm needle, which the pattern calls for, I'm going to use a 4.5mm needle and then switch it over to the 4. And then it cast on, if you don't know how, it's very simple. It's just like you're knitting. So you're going to make your slip knot, put it over the end, and then you're going to knit a stitch like that, and then you just twist it over and put it onto the needle like that. See, now you have 2 stitches on. So insert the needle, wrap the yarn, do your knit stitch, and now you have 3 stitches on your needle. One more time, insert the needle, wrap the yarn, do a knit stitch, and just pull it a little longer and pull it onto the needle. I don't pull too tight. Actually, as you get going with this, I don't actually, you can speed it up by this method. So insert your needle in, do the knit stitch, and slide it over, and then instead of pulling this right hand needle out, I just leave it in there, and then I don't have to worry about pulling too tight because it leaves a nice little gap there, or it just gives it the right kind of tension. See, so instead of pulling the needle out, I leave it in, and then I just pull, and it seems to, you actually can get into quite a rhythm doing this. It's very easy, good for beginners. So that is my cast on tip. Now I would switch out to the down to the normal size of knitting and then proceed with the pattern.